Welcome to NCIX Tech Tips. Today's episode is all about the Vesta Best Friends Forever Edition. Sorry, I misread that. The Vesta BFE, the Black Friday Edition. This is a system deal, the likes of which you will never see again, at least until next Black Friday at the very least, which is a year from now. So you should pay close attention to the details of this awesome gaming rig. Clink, clink. Now before we go any further, this system is going to start at $11.99. It's only going to be available from the 19th until the 26th, so that's the Monday the 19th until Cyber Monday, and it comes with a bunch of really cool stuff in addition to the awesome hardware that you get inside. You get an Intel t-shirt, an Intel Rubik's Cube, and an Intel mousepad that is actually pretty awesome and is all about unlocking the power within and whatnot, and it has like a cool robot-y dude on it. But wait, there's more. I'm knocking everything over. I've been so excited about the deal. You also get a free copy of Assassin's Creed 3 and a free copy of Just Cause 2 for ordering the system. So that's a lot of freebies, but let's get into the system itself. Let's start with the outside of this system, and frankly, I'm a little bit disoriented because the system's usually on my right, and I've gone and put it over here. So I'm gonna stand this way and show you guys the system. This is the Fractal Design Define R4. It looks an awful lot like a Define R3, except there are some key improvements that have been made. So number one is that it is a little bit wider and available with a window option. Whoa, bam, window option, which is awesome, and I've been asking for since the Define R2, and I think it's just friggin' awesome. In terms of I/O, there aren't really any significant changes. So we've got the usual microphone, headphone, reset switch, power switch, indicator LEDs, 2 USB 3 ports, and 2 USB 2 ports. We have the usual noise dampening features that we've come to expect, including the front door with noise isolation material on the inside of it. We've got tons of ventilation in the front of the case with two 140mm fans. This is an upgrade over the previous generation, which had two 120mm fans. Also inside is a fan speed controller, which has three settings, 12 volt, 7 volt, and 5 volt, which will help you with that goal of having a silent yet cool running gaming rig. On, well, the other side, there's not a whole lot, so that brings us around to the back of the system, where you will see a PS2 keyboard mouse combo port, two USB 2.0 ports, a SPDIF out, HDMI DisplayPort VGA and DVI, so if you wanted to use the Lucid Logic's Virtue MVP functionality to get the most out of the integrated GPU for video transcoding and the most out of your dedicated GPU for gaming, you can use whatever connectivity you want. You've also got 4 USB 3 ports, gigabit Ethernet, and 7.1 audio out. The graphics card here is a 660 Ti, so remember that supports up to 3 monitors in surround gaming plus 1 auxiliary display. Something I should have mentioned is the Modu vents on the top of the case. These are 140mm fan mounts, and what you can do is you can actually remove the covers on them to make it higher performance, whereas we've left the covers on to make it more silent because we found we were able to get the system running very smoothly and very coolly even with them in place. Thank you for checking out this week's episode on our system pick of the week. I'm Esther, and no, I'm just kidding. I'm just totally messing with you guys. We are not done. We still have to open this baby up. On the inside of the first side panel, we find noise dampening material and a thicker than normal window, which should help with the sound dampening of the case. You know, a lot of silent cases don't have windowed options available. Fractal has figured out a solution to keep it quiet while providing a windowed option. For the hardware inside, yes, it's $1,200. It is a fairly expensive gaming machine, but I think what you'll find is that it's all the best legit options without overspending and without underspending on things like, you know, this is a good case, but not an over-the-top case. The 3570K is a great processor, especially for gaming, but not over the top. It's exactly what you need. It's also overclocking ready on the P8Z77V LK motherboard that has been selected for it, and that motherboard also supports SLI or Crossfire should you see fit. Cooling is taken care of by an H40 in push-pull. We've got an orange LED fan back here. That's that little orange accent for you Black Ops fans, since the game did just launch, by the way. We've got Patriot Viper memory, 8 gigs included, but you can obviously upgrade that if you see fit. The video card is a very good choice. I've got to give props to the Russian, who's sort of back there right now. This is the GTX 660 Ti Direct CU2 from ASUS. It has huge heat pipes, a huge cooler, and runs extremely quiet. So awesome, awesome choice on that one. All powered by Seasonic. Again, 620 watt modular. How can you go wrong? Look how tidy the inside of this build is. Between Fractal Design's cable management and the modular power supply, you can hardly spot any of the cables. Storage is taken care of by a Samsung 840 drive. That's their new SSD drive, and storage is taken care of by a 2 terabyte Seagate Barracuda drive. That's a 7200 RPM drive, which means no matter what you're storing on it, even if it's applications you're installing, they will launch quickly and effectively. Lighting is done by BitPhoenix Alchemy LED strips. Actually, just one of them illuminates the entire inside of this case, and it looks absolutely awesome. So it's in white on this one, but you can change the color to whatever you want. Now, I normally don't do this, guys, but it's really important to the Russian that you buy these systems, because this is how he is going to put food on his table over the holiday season. So if you could just...
Do I look like I eat much? Come on. So
guys,
we pulled all stops to bring this here configuration for you guys. We have went over the graphs, went over the statistics. I spent a few hours down in our production facility to make sure that this is pretty much what you guys essentially want. So then we work with our partners to get the most bottom-beating, most, like your name was Duke Nukem or something, you know.
yeah, exactly.
Deal on this hardware, because this is pretty much the sweet spot configuration. So, I mean, hey, I'd buy it. And if you disagree with any of the design choices, they, you know, it's fully customizable.
Comments are right there, right? Huh? Comments are right there. So man up. You know what? Visit the Russian in person and tell him you don't like his system.
Yeah. And also, if you want to learn more about how this machine was designed, please check out our design blog. We started it like a few weeks ago, and all the input is very welcome.
Where do they go to the design blog?
ncixpc.blogspot.com.
Don't forget to subscribe to NCIX Tech Tips.